told him he should get glasses, and he's like, yeah, I'll get those circle ones. I told him, I'm calling 4 eyes, he gets those circle glasses. And he's like, you need F-O-R, F-O-R-E, or F-O-U-R. Like,
Oh my god.
4.
F-O-R-E can mean in the front, so
Exactly.
kind of makes sense. What?
What's the assignment?
Yeah, I forgot to mark it down, didn't I? It's page 185, 1 through 36.
That is a big number.
6.
I knew it because I was looking. What?
Wait, what page?
Will we need another piece of
Yeah,
graph paper?
it's kind of easy.
Oh,
Not all of this is graphing.
I like the sound of
Could I use it all on the graph paper so I don't need to remember?
You can do all graphing if you want
Yes.
to.
Oh,
I can.
is it like
I'll just write it really small, super box.
Okay, what page was that? Go.
185, 1 through 36.
Alright.
No, it's just like allergies.
So this is called the XY coordinate plane. You guys know what a plane is?
Yeah, the plane.
Some-
He goes,
It's a flat.
Flat
surface.
surface.
Shh. No, like,
Flat two-dimensional surface goes forever. Sometimes it's called the Cartesian plane. You guys know what this horizontal line is called?
The X.
The x-axis. Okay, it's called a horizontal because it's like the horizon. The other line, if it goes straight up and down, is called the y-axis. This up and down line is called a vertical line. So you can find any location on this graph by using an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. Do you guys know what a coordinate is?
A dot in the graph.
No. A coordinate is a number that gives location. So do you guys know what are the coordinates called that tell you where you are on the planet? Latitude and longitude. And if you have GPS, like with your phone or something, that's kind of what the GPS uses, satellite, to help figure out where you are and then where you need to go and all kinds of stuff. But so it's kind of related to this. This is just a flat surface. The globe is round, so it's a little bit different, but same idea. Or have you guys played Battleship before?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how you go like B7, you go down to B and over 7. It's kind of like that. You guys have done it before. I'm just reminding you. So you can write the location of any point on the graph as a set of coordinates, or they're called an ordered pair. So the first coordinate is the x-coordinate. The second coordinate is the y-coordinate, so it's in alphabetical order. Another way to think about it is, to get to this point, the little man has to run, little stick figure there, he has to run over first and then he climbs up the ladder. If he climbed up the ladder first and then he ran over, what would happen?
He'd fall off.
He would, fall to his doom. So he has to run over first, that's the x-coordinate, and then he goes up or down the ladder next. So he goes over 2, so that would be the x-coordinate. I guess I'll put it here. And then he climbs up 1, 2, 3, and that's the y-coordinate. So that point is at 2, 3.
You're an artist.
Yes, I am an artist. Let's see if you guys remember from memory what the point in the middle is called.
0, 0.
Well, that's the coordinates of the middle, but what is it?
Central
Base?
I don't know.
You might not remember, or maybe never heard it, I don't know.
The
Original.
origin point.
Origin. Okay, origin just means, starting. That's where you kind of start from. The origin. Okay, now I'm going to quiz you.
Oh, I love pop quizzes. Fun.
I like pop.
Okay, somebody tell me where point A is. Easton.
2.
2, whoops. That wasn't supposed to be in there. 2. Someday. Wow. I don't even know. I'm not even trying to grab. 2, -1. Yes. 8th graders, you did this last year, right? Y'all, you're not an 8th grader.
Oh.
Okay. Somebody else, where's B at? Roman.
-1, 4, -4. -1, no, -1 plus.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. -1, -3. Oh, I kind of forgot to mention. You guys remember what the quadrants are?
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, it starts in this one. This is the first quadrant. I've probably called the first because
It's positive.
the X and Y are positive here, and that's used in a lot of like graphs. Let's see, so positive numbers. And then it goes, counterclockwise from there. So this is the first, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, this is the fourth. Okay, somebody else, where is C at? Okay, Corey?
-3, 2.
-3, 2, yes. Okay, now here's the part that confuses people. I'll save the best for last. No, you're not. When you put it on the axes. I'm calling somebody who hasn't done it yet. Linux?
4, 0.
Yes. 4 to the right, the man runs over 4, but he doesn't go up or down. So 4, 0. So when people get it wrong, it's like 0, 4. That's they put it backwards basically. So where would E be?
That's my letter I have.
Yeah, but I already called on you once. All right, John. 0, -3. So the little man's not running left or right, so that's a 0, but he is climbing down 3. Really, if you think about it, guys, it's just 2 number lines. So you don't have to mark the number lines, but this is like number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and then -1, -2. And the y-axis is a number line also, but it just goes vertically. 2, 3. 2 number lines together. The x-axis is like 1 dimension, left and right, and the y-axis gives you the second dimension, up and down. So together they make a flat surface, 2 dimensions. But we live in how many dimensions?
3D.
3.
4. Yeah.
Okay, because
There's one right
front to back makes a 3rd dimension. I'm not going to be going through all the odds with you guys today, but I will be talking about some of these.
What?
Oh, I didn't do a fraction. I kind of made a mess. Let's do one with a fraction. Not working. Well, I just said the XY coordinate plane, it's sometimes called the Cartesian plane, I guess, by this book. Can anybody tell me where F is? It's supposed to be in the middle. All right, Houston.
2.5.
Okay, I don't really care if you use fractions or decimals. So both. What is going on?
They're playing a game called Disrupt the Class.
Who's dying?
I think it's from the office.
I bet it's Easton's mom.
It's Easton's mom, probably.
No, it sounds like Miss Fisher.
Probably both.
Okay,
No, my mom was in there when I went.
on number 1, I don't think Miss Fisher would make that noise. It says, for exercise 1 through 4, refer to the map of Illinois at the beginning of the section. So, in other words, turn your page backwards once. So, number 1 says, state the city with location B4. So, if you look at the map of Illinois, B is on the bottom right there, and then you go up to 4. What city is in the square B4? Roman.
Springfield.
Springfield.
I don't know.
So you just put Springfield for number 1. You go to Springfield, Illinois, or Springfield, Missouri?
Missouri.
No, that's Illinois, but these are all in Illinois. I'll put that. Okay, is everybody listening?
Yes.
I'm think you may not. Listen, on 15 through 24, let me see some eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
On 15 through 24, you can put all those on the same graph.
Oh, sweet.
15 through 24, you can put all those on the same graph.
That's what I plan on doing.
Once you get to 26 through 29, you need to make a separate graph.
16 through 29.
26.
Wait, no.
It says, on 26 it says, on one Cartesian plane, that's XY coordinate plane, graph and label the following points. So,
Wouldn't it be on one?
state the quadrant or axis containing each point. So not only do you have to graph it, you gotta say where it's at. So it's either gonna be quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4, or the x-axis, or the y-axis. Those are your options. State the quadrant or axis containing each point. Once you get to 30, you don't have to graph it, you just state the quadrant or axis that the point would be in. Okay? Yeah,
What were the numbers again?
36.
Wait. So 1 through 4, what comes first, the letter or the number?
The letter. It says
Just
that
copy
it-
what you do on one. See how 1 and 2 they put B4,
Can
B3.
you scroll up?
Mount Vernon.
I don't know if you're gonna get much from that. So if you forget the quadrants, just turn your page back one. It's somewhere.
So you're not gonna do it the
It's right here. No, it's in the upper right corner.
No.
Okay.
So if you want to, after you do the odds, you can check them in the back, make sure you're doing them right. I would recommend that actually. I might come around and check a few of your problems.
They had coordinates.
I agree.
Like, make sure you're putting negatives in, make sure the x coordinate's coming first.
Does it matter what letters you use?
We need to put a dash
Okay.
or a comma. in
What?
between.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's a red dot.
Okay, for 15 to 24, we have to put letters associated with the dots.
Oh, well, they didn't assign a letter.
So we just choose a random letter and just don't put a letter? You want
I
to
guess
say A, B, C.
you can put a little number by it if you want to, like 15, 16.
Do you want us to put parentheses around our coordinates?
Yes, to write an ordered pair, you should have parentheses with a comma between the two coordinates.
What about 3 and 4? Do we just do
3
it?
and 4 is like B4, B3, those kind of things. It's not the same thing. I think I'm gonna come around and check your 6 here in a minute.
No, you go over.